Imagine if you would. You arrive in a place where the culture, the terminology, and the traditions are foreign to you. Filled with a sense of awe regarding your newfound faith, you continue to trudge forward despite the steepness of the hill you see before you. Slowly you achieve an understanding of this new environment, and you move toward that comfort zone that enables you to continue to grow. As if pushed by the hands of God, you grow exponentially even while stumbling and avoiding those gaping holes in your sense of belonging. Now familiar with the lingo, you exercise your ability to communicate, and the questions go forth at every turn. Others are impressed by your ability to grasp and embrace their social environment. And quickly, you are rushed into the leadership of people, the same people who were born into the environment you work so hard to enter. The twists and turns of emergence from acclamation to engulfment are daunting at best, but downright scary at worst. Stumbling forward, you grasp at whatever resources you can. You must increase your knowledge. You must increase your staying power. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. 2 Timothy 2:15 stirs an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, and you simply throw all caution to the wind. After decades of self-study, church classes, and Bible lessons, you are now thrown headfirst into your calling at an age when you should be ensuring that you have a fruitful retirement. But desperate to follow the God that you have given up everything to serve, you walk forward, but with great apprehension. The demands of the church are as difficult as any job you could imagine, and they require 150% dedication in order to proceed. Tenacious determination is the wind that propels you forward, and every segment of their mandated requirements are met by you just to secure the first hurdle. To your delight, the second hurdle involves studying to show yourself approved, and with great joy you hurl yourself into the second phase of this lifelong calling. Sacrificial giving of resources, time, and sweat equity lead to a successful graduation, but you have a mountain of debt. But you're overjoyed because this graduation enables you to get validation from the leaders, and ordination is yours. Finally, after much preparation, education, and self-sacrifice, the adventure is finally going to begin. Your willingness to accept meager beginnings is so unnerving that you question your own sanity, but you accept the assignment anyway. You are literally paying yourself to serve, but it increases the intensity of your calling, and you feel a sense of fulfillment, of accomplishment, just to get to this level. But that internal need for greater understanding continues. Once again, it's 2 Timothy 2:15. That's the fuel that entices a greater one-on-one relationship with God. You must be better in order to serve better. So you rise to the highest level of education and position yourself for service. Although you are victorious, it is short-lived. With a new understanding of this environment, its workings, and an internal connectivity to ministry, you forge ahead but soon hit a wall of human faith. How could this be? After so much preparation, how can the success of your journey be met with unconscionable demands? And those demands have forced you for the first time to question your faith. Now these demands are not because of your lack of achievement, but rather they're a response to your gender. Dismayed, you realize that in order to retain your relationship with God, staying in this environment is not an option. So now you must leave the family that you have grown to love in order to save your faith and your psychological well-being. You are devastated. Imagine, if you would, if I had not secured my ordination prior to these incidents. Imagine how much more devastated I would have been by losing everything that I have worked for simply because I was not valued because of my gender. So many women serve in local congregations without benefit of ordination. If their lives are interrupted by a termination of a relationship, or if they face unconscionable circumstances, they can be required to leave without compensation or appreciation for their work. What an atrocity, and what a waste of human value. In many religious institutions, a woman cannot retain her license or her standing if they are forced to leave, and that's regardless of the demonstrated quality or the length of service. You to consider donating to Theios Bible College through our GoFundMe campaign or by visiting and reviewing Theios Bible College at yeswecan.education. Help us in our efforts to help them. Help us in our efforts to assure that demonstrated value outweighs misguided tradition. Please give generously.